Welcome to Horse Sense, where we don't just train horses, we listen to them. Here, we decode their quiet signals, their hidden emotions, and their ancient wisdom. Because horses don't speak in words, they speak in whispers, in body, in breath. Every episode, we go beneath the behavior, to the heart, to the herd, and to the bond you were always meant to have. So take a breath, slow down, and let's see the world through your horse's eyes. There's food in the feeder, water in the bucket, a roof overhead, the box stall is clean, the barn is warm, the humans kind. So why does your horse stand motionless, ears half-cocked, eyes dull? Because they are safe but not whole. They are sheltered but not seen. They are fed but starved for something you cannot scoop with a shovel: life. This isn't about neglect. It's not about cruelty, it's about awakening. We've been taught that survival is enough. But for a being born to roam, breathe, bond, and belong, survival is the floor, not the ceiling. Today on Horse Sense, we strip away the illusion of a fulfilled life behind barn doors. Because if you want to know what your horse really needs, you have to look beyond the feed chart. You have to listen to their silence and feel what's missing. You walk in and see stillness and think it's calm, but stillness can be a shutdown. It can be the absence of stimulation, not serenity. In nature, horses nap in short bursts. They graze, move, alert, interact. Their bodies are designed to respond to the world, not withdraw from it. So when your horse stands still for hours, ask, is this peace or is this purgatory? The barn smells the same, sounds the same, looks the same, day after day. A horse's senses are wired for variation. For subtle changes in wind, scent, sun, deprive them of change and you starve their brain. It's like locking a child in a white room with one picture book, technically alive, but dimmed. We'll explore how you can bring sensory enrichment into the barn, or better yet, bring the horse back to the world. Even with food, horses can hunger, because belonging isn't about hay. In the herd, they find identity, place, meaning. In solitude, they find silence, but not always peace. We'll explore how herd separation, one-horse barns, or turnout rotations affect emotional health. A stall is a cell to a horse that evolved to walk 10 miles a day. We'll dive into the emotional impact of confinement and how movement, not just exercise, creates mental clarity and calm. Your horse may not be anxious. They may just be understimulated. Sometimes the barn is so quiet, it's haunting. No laughter, no breeze, no variation. Horses don't need chaos, but they do need contact. Noise, texture, feedback. We'll break down how the quietest barns can be the loneliest, and how to bring the right kind of energy back in. Horses are curious, explorers, pattern readers, but when every day is identical, curiosity dies, that spark in their eye fades, that searching motion gone. We'll show you how to restore mystery and challenge safely, without chaos or stress. Many barns are dim, the air is stale, the walls are close, but horses are creatures of light. Their vision, hormones, even moods shift with the sun. We'll explore how natural light, open skies, and visual range affect health and how to give it back to them. Chewing is instinct. Foraging is life. A horse given a flake in a bucket isn't grazing. They're chewing, mechanically. We'll talk about how feeding styles affect emotional well-being, why slow feeders, pasture access, and food discovery matter. Because full doesn't mean fulfilled. You can meet every physical need and still have a depressed horse. We'll discuss the symptoms: flat affect, tension, oversleeping, reactivity, and how to nourish their emotional diet. Connection, choice. Stimulation, trust. Some horses seem happiest with predictability, but what if that's just adaptation? We'll examine the difference between contentment and learned helplessness. When they stop asking for more, it may be because they've stopped believing it's coming. Horses in the wild move with intention, seeking water, sensing danger, nurturing foals. Everything has a purpose, but the modern stall offers none of that. A bucket is filled before they're even hungry. The gate is opened before they even want to move. Purpose isn't about tasks, it's about choice. The chance to decide, to explore, to act. And when that is stripped away, something subtle fades. The light behind their eyes, the spark of initiative. Stillness isn't always peace. For a prey animal, prolonged stillness is unnatural, especially if it's imposed. Confinement isn't just physical, it traps thought, reflex, instinct. A horse locked indoors too long starts pacing not just the barn, but the edges of its own mind. We'll talk about how environmental stillness can lead to internal unrest, and how simple changes like open-air access, movement breaks, and companion presence can restore mental health. The barn is quiet until it's not. Sudden clangs, echoes, smells of ammonia and plastic. It's not just boring, it's overwhelming. Horses are sensory creatures. Their ears are tuned to danger. Their noses track identity. Their eyes spot subtle shifts in light. Yet in many barns, they're blinded by walls, muffled by metal, separated by design. We'll examine how understimulation and sensory deprivation quietly break the spirit, and how to rebuild a rich world with texture, space, and scent. Food is provided, shelter is given. But what about emotion? A horse that doesn't feel is a horse surviving, not living. We'll explore how emotional expression, from play to grief to curiosity, is often misunderstood as misbehavior. And how honoring emotional needs is as vital as nutrition. Hay keeps them alive, but it doesn't feed their instincts. In the wild, horses browse and roam. They graze with heads down, ears alert in motion. The act of foraging feeds not just the gut, but the nervous system. In a stall, hay is static, predictable, uninspired. We'll explore slow feeders, hidden treats, scatter feeding, and how to turn eating into exploration again. Some horses seem calm in a stall, but is it calm or shut down? True stillness is chosen, not forced. When we teach a horse to pause through groundwork, liberty play, or gentle observation, they learn that stillness is safe. But when we demand stillness through confinement, we teach helplessness instead. A horse free to move learns faster, retains more, reacts less. Movement resets the brain. It helps them process stimuli, recover from tension, and stay mentally elastic. We'll dive into how liberty sessions, paddock time, and pasture breaks can actually improve focus, connection, and learning under saddle. For some horses, the stall is a safety. For others, it becomes a prison. Stereotypic behaviors, cribbing, weaving, pacing, don't start overnight. They grow in silence, in isolation, in unmet needs. No blanket, bucket, or stall toy replaces another heartbeat. Horses need horses. Touch, sight, sound, smell. We'll talk about how herd exposure, even through safe fencing, heals wounds the barn creates. And how even in limited space, we can prioritize connection over control. Not all of us have endless acreage, but we all have choices. Rewilding doesn't mean releasing horses into chaos. It means restoring instinct, inviting back the things we took away. They look safe, housed, sheltered, but still something is missing. Because safety is not the same as soul, and walls, no matter how well built, can't replace wind, space, and choice. Your horse is more than a body to be protected. They are a being to be connected with. They crave movement, conversation, sunlight on their back and grass under their feet. Not just food, but feeling, not just shelter, but selfhood, not just routines, but real life. So the next time you see them standing still, staring out, don't assume it's enough. They're waiting for something that once was instinct. And with your help, it can be again. Because now you know the barn isn't enough, but you can be. If this moved you, share it with someone who speaks horse at heart. And if you're still learning their language, stay. You're in the right herd. Here on Horse Sense, we don't chase perfection. We build a connection. One step, one breath, one ride at a time. Until next time. Lead with softness. Listen with your whole body. And remember, your horse is always telling you something. Are you listening?